Crazything, the airbrush guy. And one of the most popular questions I get is about the airbrush gun. My equipment, what I use, how to clean it, all this good stuff. And I'm going to try to make a quick video. I don't know how quick it'll be, probably 10-15 minutes. Try to stay under 15 minutes. Now, I use quick disconnects on my hoses. I'm going to hook up my Iwata Eclipse. Guys, regardless of what you use, I have been using an Iwata Eclipse for years. I run a airbrush business, and I have been full-time for over 5 years using the Iwata Eclipse. I have some gallery airbrush guns. There's a link in the description of several of my videos where you can go get 10% off their gallery airbrush guns. They're a good mid-level gun too, but this is what I use daily. I'm going to clean this one out, and I'm going to clean it out for you. I do have a 60-gallon DeWalt air compressor. No, you don't need something that big, but what you do need is a consistent 30 psi, not 25-30 psi part of the time. You need 30 psi consistently. Now, as you can see, hopefully, there is paint in my airbrush gun. It's all black down there at the bottom. Ew. What do? I'll show you what I do. I take a bottle of water. I try to mark it with water. This one, you can see the W there where I've marked it in the past. You know, the best piece of advice that I could give to a brand new airbrusher is to pour water in here before you ever pour paint in here. Start learning how to use the mechanics and how to feel of an airbrush gun with only water, and you'll be way above the curve on everybody else. The learning curve, that is. So I'm going to fill this full of water, almost full. I need to give room for my brush. Don't get one of those little Dollar General brushes that's going to fall apart on you. Spend a couple dollars on a good brush. That's what I use to mix my paint. I also use it to clean my paint. Now, I'm going to get the bulk out of here by doing this. Whether you have a bucket or whatever it is you're going to put this nasty water in, I have some things down here that soak it up down at the bottom on the floor. Take a halfway clean rag. Mine's just got paint on it. And I'm going to take my finger and take that rag, and I'm going to clean this out. You do not have to have it hooked up to do that, but I'm going to clean it out. Now, I have only got paint down in the very, very bottom now. I took out 99% of the paint, probably 90% of the paint by doing that. Now I'm going to spray out what I can. Spray it into my rag. Now the manufacturers, a lot of them will tell you, you just fill it full of water and spray it out. And that does help, but it doesn't get it clean. You can backwash it by closing the air up, but be careful if you do that. You will get your little bubbles. Sure, that can be helpful too. But regardless, I'm going to show you how to take this bad boy apart, because that's what needs to be done. A lot of your problems while you're airbrushing is cleanliness. You need to be able to take this apart. You need to be able to put it back together. Have you a nice clean surface to put it in. Alright, so I've already taken the lid off. I'm going to have that close. I like to have that close by. You need a set of these brushes right here. These are amazing for cleaning out your airbrush gun. Make sure there's no paint chips, pieces on there. I'm going to take the back off first. You can take this off, do whatever you want to with it. Don't really need it anyway, in my opinion. I'm going to take the nozzle tip off, the very little cap. I call that the cap. Call it whatever you want. Next comes the needle. This is your needle chuck right here, this little chuck right here. Now, when you take this out, make sure you pull straight. Be careful with this needle. A lot of people are scared to death of this. And that's okay. You should be scared of it. It's easy to mess up. But see what's on my finger there? That's paint. So now it's clean. People will tell you, don't touch it, don't touch it. Just be careful what you're doing. Now, this whole front piece comes off. There's a cone inside here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Be careful. Do this over your table. I'm only hanging out over here to show you guys. See the cone? That's what I call the heart. That little cone right there, it gets a little gunk in it, you're done. You're going to fight and fight and fight and fight. And then half the time you can't spray it out. So you got to take it apart and clean it. I like to put it in my lid and let it soak for a minute. Now, for the most part, that'll get you taken care of. That'll clean out. As long as all your seals are good and everything, there's really no reason to take the rest of this apart. So I'm going to avoid that in this video, but I do have another video where I take this all the way down. What I'm showing you today will actually take care of most of your problems. Now, once you've gotten this far, you're going to be able to see a lot. You're going to be able to make sure it's all good and clean, inside and outside right here. Hopefully you've got a spot where you can get wet and not worry. Get you some towels if you need to. I use rags. I'm getting the cavity clean. I'm going to take these brushes. I know I'm going a little fast for you and I apologize, but I also know that you guys can rewind, fast forward, and all that fancy stuff. So I am taking the right size brush. Don't ever force the brush in there. Take the right size brush, clean it out. Trying to hold it up here. So clean it out real good. Once you get that clean, we're going to go back over here to where our nozzle is. Inspect inside your nozzle. You need to make sure that you can see in it. I can see daylight through it. If you think it's dirty, run your small brushes through it. Clean this little guy inside and out. Don't drop it. I'm only holding it over here for you guys and your view. You want to hold all this stuff over your little cleaning table there. Over maybe some paper towels or a towel or a shirt, an old shirt or something. That way you don't worry about losing any parts. But you're just going to run a brush through it. Go as small as you can go. Go as big as you can go. Don't force anything. Be gentle with it. Get it clean inside and out. I cannot see through it yet. Alright, here's another little trick that I have used in the past. I have an old needle that I will run in here. Just to kind of go back and forth. Alright, I doubt the camera will pick that up, but there is a little speck on the end of my finger that was inside that gun. And if I tried to use it for detail work, I will fight and fight and fight that little speck. It'll drive you crazy. And that's what was in there. What's up, everybody? I see you in the chat. We're going to put this bad boy back together. It's clean. That's it. That's all there is to it. Seriously. Now, I'm going to put my cone back on top. Put my nozzle in back. There's an O-ring here, so that's going to seal. Do it with your fingers, okay? You don't need any tools. This airbrush gun alone is probably 7, 8 years old. Never used a tool to tighten it or take it apart. Now, here's the part where people mess up. They're not careful putting this in there. I like to put my finger on here and use it as a guide. So I will actually hold it like that. You want to make sure that you're going in straight, that you're not doing it at an angle. Go in nice and straight. Shouldn't be any restriction whatsoever. You're going to get to the end, you'll feel it bottom out. Kind of tap it just to make sure it's, don't push real hard. Just give it a little tap and lock it up. Now, if you want to, put your cap back on the end of it. Now we're ready. I'm going to put some water in it. Spray it out. I don't see any bubbles. It's coming out just fine. Look at that. See? It works. Now you're good to mix your paint. Start off 50-50 with your paint. Mix it up good. Put my cap back on so it's all fully assembled for you, just like it was at the beginning of the video. Guys, that's all you need. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments. If you want to know more about my paint, what I use, this, that, whatever you got, put them in the comments and I will do the best I can to answer them for you. If I need to, I'll make another video. If this video helped you at all, please let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one.